Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto channel. We are live. It is, I don't even know what today is. What is today? I have no idea what today is. I have no idea. Maybe Wednesday? Let me see. Yeah, it's Wednesday, April 1st. That's bad. When you live on a homestead and you don't go in to work anywhere, you kind of lose track of the days. I do know it's the first. Bitcoin about the pump is the thumbnail, and that is not an April Fool's joke, guys. I do believe we're about to get a little pumperoni on Bitcoin over the next couple of days. We're going to talk about that. Go ahead and thumbs up the video. There is a poll in chat. I'm curious as to what you think. As always, let me know. Carrie Benz, wubba lubba dub dub. I don't know what that means. What's up, bro? I'm just kidding. What's up, dude? Johnny number 5. What's up? Mighty Max. Big Max. Y'all, Max is swole. Guys, if I don't know if y'all have ever seen Max. Sometimes he changes little logo thumbnail thingy, and he's swole. He is big swole. Bitcoin kind of moving right here, guys. Just got a little rejection. I was actually watching this. I was looking for a swoop of this high. I'm really zoomed in right now. I'm going to zoom out to the bigger picture and talk about the pump that we're going to look for April. But I want to kind of watch this to see. I actually want Asia high to get taken, but we could get a little bitty reaction right here. You know, a tradable scalp if we take this. So I'm going to kind of watch this for a second. Bear with me. I got the copy trade account pulled up over here, guys. Let's see if you take this high real quick. Excuse me. I've been outside, no camera on, because I look like Farmer Joe right now, and I'm sure y'all don't want to see that. I've been out working at the homestead. My peanuts are starting to sprout. Potatoes, peanuts, all that good stuff. See if we take this high real quick and get a reaction. We will have divergences. I'm on the 3 minute. We can look at the 5, the 6. Go to the 6. If we could take this high right here, but we want the reaction too. We don't want to just take it. We want the reaction. May even have it on the 10. I don't know. 10's kind of stretching, but we got it on 6 minute and down. So I'm going to go to the 3 minutes, see if we take it. If we take it and don't get a reaction, then we are probably coming for that Asia high, which we discussed on the stream this morning. We did a VIP trading stream this morning, VIP live. Got that 786. Be really good to come into that 786. Take the high and come into that 786. Guys, if you want to do VIP Discord trading with us, you got to join the Discord, AnthonyLeeCrypto.com. We'll click quick glance over there, AnthonyLeeCrypto.com, and right up here in the top tab, VIP Discord, you can join us, trade with us, get all the trade setups, all the dang red boxes in advance. Here we go. We just took the high. See if we react. Watching the 786. I'd like to tap it. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Boom. Copy trade in and out, successful trade. We're done. I scalped it for us, guys. Picked up about 1%. No problem. We had another percent. I might would leave this trade running, but I really want this Asia high to get taken. We picked up 1%, and we're out in about 10 seconds, guys. In about 10 seconds. I have alerts set near Asia high, so that's the one we're really looking for. And let's zoom on out here. And we have the dang red box above that. Daily naked point of control. That is a better level. And we're going to discuss all of this, okay? West Coast, what's up, bro? Glad you got that copy fixed. Speaking of copy trade, guys, I'm going to hit the chat real quick. Here is the copy trade link. It is officially spammed in the chat. Today, Today, today is the last day for you to copy trade me. You can still copy trade me after that, but you will have to request an invitation link. I will be removing this evening at the daily close. As I stated before, I'll be removing the ability for the public to copy trade me, and we're going to get into some really, really good trades in April. We voted on it, and we're going to take some big trades in April. The copy traders voted on. I should have stayed in this trade. I would have stayed in this trade, guys. I actually kind of like this trade. I'd like Asia high better, but I would like this trade, but it's hard for me to watch this scalp. I don't think this is our big day trade, so it's hard for me to watch it in chat. So I grabbed us 1%, and we're out. It's free money. Didn't cost you a nickel. I did all the work for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, hit the link if you want to copy trade me. Go copy trade me. I will be removing that ability this evening, and if you want it after that, you'll have to DM me and get the invitation. So we're going to make a lot, Lord willing, if the Lord blesses us, the Lord Almighty, we're going to make a lot of money on copy this month. I have big plans for copy this month. All right, so we're looking at the daily time frame here on Bitcoin. I'm not interested in another trade unless we take Asia high. We discussed April stats, historical stats, yesterday. So if you missed that video, you definitely want to go check it out. See if I can find it. Right here, Bitcoin April predictions. Go check that out. If you missed that yesterday, it tells you why we're looking for what we're looking for in the month of April. Let me see, West Coast. West Coast is rewatching a VIP Q&A stream for a couple weeks ago. Tons of good info. Finally understanding the fibs. Yeah, guys, if you're not in VIP Discord, get in it. AnthonyLeeCrypto.com. We did a VIP Q&A where I didn't start the stream and tell them what I wanted them to know or what I thought they needed to know. I just let them ask me questions. Like, not what I think you should know. What do you want to know? And I answered the questions honestly, and we went through examples. And that for all of you, I don't remove these VIP streams. So if you ever miss one or you want to go back and rewatch one, they are still in. I'll show you in Discord under the VIP live stream links, and you can go back and watch those. Here it was, Q&A right here. This is the one he's talking about from March the 11th. So go back and watch those. Well, nobody thumbs that up. I'm going to 100 that one. 100. I get no love on my live links. No love. I get no respect. It's Rodney Dangerfield. It's probably before most of your time. Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. Just kidding, guys. Okay, but go back and rewatch that video from yesterday. Right here, April predictions. We cover exactly what we're looking for and why. We're going to touch on it a little bit today. What's up, Thanos? Touch on a little bit today, but I'm not going to go into as much detail as I did yesterday. So go check it out. Thanos, we just made you 1%, brother. We could have made more, but I'm not watching it. I'm talking. I got the camera off. Nobody wants to see Farmer Joe. Yeah, Rodney's awesome. Rodney's hilarious. I get no respect. I love him. He is so funny. He's one of the funniest guys. Was. I'll show you the Farmer Joe. What's up, y'all? Chilling around the homestead. Been working out in the yard today. Got the cutoffs, the sleeveless shirt on. Got the bird tattoo showing. Got the hat. Got the sawdust flying outside. My peanuts are sprouting. My potatoes are sprouting. It's a good day. I got the dog on the floor back here behind me. See if I can show you. There he is. You'll see him? I'll show you around my room real quick, and then we're going to jump into it. It's a big, tall ceiling. This is crazy tall. There's my fireplace. Got this massive window out front. I can watch my deer. Got a wraparound porch out that side. Anyway, welcome to the homestead. An edge. All right, I'm going to kill the camera now. All right, y'all got a glimpse into it. This is where it happens. That's right, Thanos. That's right, Carrie Benz, living the life. I get up in the mornings, usually about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I come down here, I make some coffee. I sit in the office. I do a little charting, drink coffee, mess around with Edge. We have 3 cats. Jane doesn't get up usually till about 6:30, 6:30. So I enjoy the quiet time. And by the time she's getting up, I have a plan. I'm ready. I usually get out and do a little bit of work. And then I come again and do the VIP live stream or the U.S. Market Open live stream, whichever. And then I go back out. I do work. I've been working on pressure washing, chainsawing the tree, planting my garden. I did that a little while ago, about 6 weeks ago, starting to sprout. Potatoes and peanuts. It's not deer season, so I'm not out in the woods hunting. Stuff like that. I work around the shop. We have a big table saw out in the shop. So things like that. Drive the Hummer around the property just to spin the tires. It's a good time. All right, guys, check on our fractal. Fractal's still in play, man. You can't beat this fractal. You cannot beat this fractal. Not yet, anyway. Y'all know the fractal, but we're in this section here. Down, bounce, 2, bounce, bam. Same thing. Down, bounce, 2, bounce. Looking for this, okay? Question is, one question, will we get this? Second question is, how high? That's supposed to be a question mark. How high? Do we take this? Do we take the whole high? Or are we about to roll over now? That's the question. So, and just because it happened before doesn't mean it has to happen again, and it certainly doesn't mean it has to happen exactly the same way. However, we showed this yesterday. Between high 1 and high 2, last time we got a 786 bounce. $786 bounce. You can see that right there. 786 bounce. Right? Boom. Let's see where we are now. We have not quite gotten a golden pocket bounce. We front ran the golden pocket just slightly. So not quite there. I definitely think we come up into that golden pocket. It is very rare. Let me see on the Bybit chart. This is on Bitstamp. Let me look at Bybit. Yeah, Frank ran it just barely. I mean, by $10. By $10, we front ran it. However, it's very rare that we front run something like that. Very, very, very rare that we'll front run something that close. And let me tell you another thing, guys. Be careful. Let me tell you what usually happens, okay? What usually happens when you front run something so... All right, so if you were to come up into it, let's say we came up into it on the first pass, which we did not. But let's say we came up into it on the first pass right here, and we actually came into it. Usually, if you're going to reject from here, you're going to get a good reaction, right? Usually, you're going to get that, right? However, watch what I tell you. Listen to me, guys. Watch what I tell you. When you front run it like this, and then you come back into it, you usually rip right through it. Okay? You might come to 702 or 786, but usually you rip right through the golden pocket when you front run it, okay? I mean, you might come up and do this bing, 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 and then flip, but usually you rip right through it when you front run it. Watch. We'll remember that I said this, and we'll come back and look in a couple days or later today, and we'll see if I was correct. Probably tomorrow. But I think we rip right through this. So if we rip right through it, where do we go? Well, let me throw it on this chart. Right there at the 702, which would be a complete rip through the golden pocket. We have the daily naked pointing control coming right in at 69.9, 70K, right in there. I would definitely be looking for something there. Okay, we could come up 786. We could come all the way up. We have an even better target up here, a weekly level at 72.8. That would be ideal. However, I faux show think we get a reaction right here at this daily naked 702 area, okay? I will be looking to trade here. Possible day trade, okay? So on copy, if I take this trade, I'm going to take it as if it's our day trade for our big short down. But I will run a nice stop here, depending on where I get in at. Depending on where I get at and the reaction we get. That way, if we come back up, I will know possible value area high, but not likely. I think we go all the way to the weekly. Okay? Because as of now, all we're doing is rotating the range, right? Value area high, point of control, value area low, point of control, headed back to value area high. So there's a possibility this does not hold up. But I don't think we just turn around right here. If we pass this 786, we probably do not turn around at value area high. We probably come here, grab the liquidity from here, and then rotate down to 60K. That would be my prediction. So for me, I am not interested in a value area high trade. I would certainly take it if it looks good at that point, but it is not part of my plan. My plan is right here. Matter of fact, I no longer want golden pocket at all. Maybe a scalp, maybe a ding-ding, but then I want up in here. Okay? And if you close a 4-hour above 786, you're going to fly right through this, grab this liquidity, come into this weekly, and head down, in my opinion. So these are the two trades that I'm looking for. And you should too. Not financial advice. Forget I said you should too. I'm telling you guys, if you pass 786, a lot of folks, this is how they're going to get to the weekly, right? A lot of folks are going to look to short value area high. A lot of folks. That's a mistake in this case, in my opinion. They're going to short. It's going to go, oh God, trap shorts, liquidate shorts. Boom. Right into that weekly and head down. I'm telling you, this will be a mistake, in my opinion. It's either here or it's here. It is not here, in my opinion. It is also not at the golden pocket. A lot of people, I'm telling you, pay attention to me, guys. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm not always right. But a lot of people, this got Frank ran, and a lot of people are saying, gosh, just come back to that golden pocket, and they're going to short, and it's going to go, oh, you're trapped, ding, and they're going to wreck these people. That's what happens when they front run. That's what happens. Why is that, guys? In my opinion, it's because this got Frank ran, so a lot of people who were looking for this, which may have been a good trade if it came into it, a lot of people, when price started to come down, they said, oh, gosh, FOMO in, short, right? So then when it comes back to it, you got the people that didn't FOMO in who short here, but it's not enough. Because half the people FOMO'd in here. If 100% had waited for this, it would be enough. But it's not enough now. Because the people that get stopped out here are not going to re-enter here. Okay? They've already entered. They're done. So you got half as many people coming in here as you normally would had you not front ran this. And it's not enough. Not only is it not enough, these people who FOMO'd here, think about this, guys. Their stop loss is here. When a stop loss is triggered, that's gunpowder to the upside. So when they get stopped, it's going to shoot right through and trap all these people trying to short right here. Because these people are getting stopped out, triggering those orders. I'm telling you, do not, in my opinion, you do what you want to do. I am not taking this trade. And if I did, because you could get a reaction, a little baby reaction, but ultimately, in my opinion, you're fixing to shoot right through this. Be careful. All right, why else? We're going to go over April in a minute, but why else? Does anybody have any other reason why I think we're going to pump? I will give, okay, We discussed this last week. Okay, guys, we discussed this last week. I'm going to give 500 USDT right now. If you can tell me the reason I gave that we're going to pump, and it was the same reason that I gave you last week that we were going to pump right before we pumped, or dumped, excuse me. We dumped last week. Anybody tell me why we dumped and why we're fixing a pump? $500 right now. Anybody? Johnny number 5, right there. Nope, carry bins, we've discussed that a lot. Coinbase, guys. Coinbase. Coinbase is a front runner for Bitcoin. Let's look at Coinbase, guys. Coinbase last week dumped hard. And when it did, we showed this. I showed you guys this. Coinbase dumped hard right here. Let's go Coinbase Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily time frames. All right, I'm going to put a vertical line on both of these. Coinbase dump right there, right? While Coinbase was dumping, Bitcoin was moving up. You see that, guys? You see that? Actually, this goes there. Coinbase was moving up. Or excuse me, Coinbase was dumping. I'm sorry, I'm getting all backwards. I'm trying to run 2 charts here. Johnny number 5, I got to send you $500. So Bitcoin was still moving up while Coinbase was dumping, and I told you, I said give it 1 to 2 days. This was a 10% dump by Coinbase. I said give it 1 to 2 days. Did I not? You guys remember, I said give it 1 to 2 days, and Bitcoin is going to follow suit. Well, look at that. 2 days later, boom, Bitcoin, 9% down over a couple of days. Okay? Just like Coinbase. Okay? Follow me? Let me go back to single screen. Coinbase. Yesterday. And today. Up almost 10%. Almost 10% between yesterday and today, guys. Give it 1 to 2 days. Bitcoin is about to pump. Okay? Yeah, Thanos. Thanos was paying attention. Thanos was paying attention. So give it 1 to 2 days, guys. Bitcoin's going to pump. It's going to follow Coinbase. It almost always does, okay? Almost always does. And this is a red candle today, but it's really not, okay? It's really not because you can see it's higher than the close yesterday. See, you're higher than the close. It looks red, but that's only because Coinbase opened with a gap to the upside, so it's coming back. It came back in gap filled, and now it's on the way back up. So even though it looks red, it's down from where it opened, but it's up from the close yesterday. Does that make sense? You see that? See the gap? It got filled. So it is still moving up. It just opened high, gap filled, and now moving back up. Coinbase still moving up. Give it a day or two, Bitcoin's going to fall. But Bitcoin is already moving up, but not at the same rate as it's going to when it catches up to Coinbase. So we are looking for the big trade down. Let's go look at April stats. Okay, this is what we're looking for. I showed this yesterday. I showed you 2 options. 2 options you get. This is if Bitcoin opens up to the high side, which it looks like it's going to do. I know it's only the first day, but Bitcoin 85% of the time, 85% of the time, Bitcoin has topped or bottomed for the month of April in the first week. 5 of those times coming on day 1, okay? All 5 of those day ones were to the low, though, so we're clearly not getting that. But an 85% chance that Bitcoin hits the high or the low in the first week. 100% of the time, the monthly close was the opposite of that. So if you set the high in the first week, 100% of the time you will close the month negatively, or at least historically speaking. That could change. I acknowledge all of this. That could change. But thus far it has not. Okay? So it looks like we're getting moved to the upside. So how high to the upside? That's the question. Yesterday we showed the stats, the historical stats. That would show Bitcoin coming up and swooping these little highs right here, okay? Swooping the highs, kind of like we just talked about. Originally I had set right here, this little yellow box. That was kind of my target, which would be our area right here. That would be this area right here. That was my target to come up and come down. Although the area on historical percentage to the high side would be this second dang red box. Okay? So I'm looking for here, but historically and statistically speaking, this would be the target. However, historical stats are based upon averages, percentile averages, right? Which means sometimes you came higher, sometimes you didn't go as high. So this is an average. So, but your average would have you here. Me, I'm looking for here. I'm also looking for here if it goes here, but historically this would be the target. And by the way, guys, these boxes, for those of you who don't know, I know that the Discord knows, these boxes have been on the chart long before we looked at April stats. So I have other reasons to have these here. I did not move these based upon April stats. I did not adjust these whatsoever. These have been here. These have been my targets. They just happen to line up, which is good. It adds confluence in my mind. They just happen to line up with April stats. Moy Marcus, late but here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Johnny, send me your USDT address. I've got it somewhere. Send it to me again in Discord and I'll get you paid as soon as we get off a stream. Jane International says, hi everyone. Thought I would stop by to check on the crew. You guys are the best. We got the gray box, white check mark, Jane International. 150,000 subscriber Jane International in the house. Checking on the crew. The lovely Jane. Also known as Catherine Lee. Also known as she's upstairs right now listening to me, apparently. I showed the crew this morning. I don't even know if she knows I posted this. I'll show you guys again. We have our Mississippi Lee's, a channel where we just do cheesy stuff. It's just us being stupid. This was us. She doesn't have her office set up yet, so we just got back into the homestead. She's got to paint it, get it decorated, and get all our super electronic stuff going. Right now, it's just kind of very base. So don't judge her by this. This is not how her office usually looks. Usually, it's all futuristic, high-tech. First time I ever saw it, I was like, whoa, this is so cool. But this is not what it normally looks like, but I busted in on her. And get all our super electronic stuff going. Right now, it's just kind of very base. So don't judge her by this. This is not how her office usually looks. Usually it's all futuristic, high-tech. First time I ever saw it, I was like, whoa. And there's Edge running around the corner. So anyway, I'm embarrassing her now. Don't be too embarrassed. I look like Farmer Joe right now. All right, guys. So that's what we're looking for April. I do think it's going to play out. We shall see. This is my target, then down. Historically, this is what we would look for, and everything else is lining up on the chart. Cypher, we got still in the daily. We got a confirmed daily green dot. If it wants to load, we're in a current, unconfirmed, but current 2-day green dot. Let's check on the 3-day. No 3-day green dot yet but it's trying to get there. 3-day closes and 2.5 more days. So we got a ways before we get there. Let's see if we have a 16 rule. See if you have a ALC 16 rule. 2 days times 24 hours times 60 minutes divided by 16. 180. So let's drop down and take a look at the 3-hour time frame, see what money flow, or if we have a green dot there. Oh, yeah, this looks good, guys. This looks good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we got the 2-day green dot. We have a 16 rule here, ALC 16 rule. Well, we don't have the money flow crossover yet, so that's not the greatest. But we do have a green dot. We have Bjorn, volatility increasing with stochastic headed up. Yeah, we should get this to play out, guys, at least to my target, the first dang red box. If not, the second target. That could take a couple days, though. But, hey, we have all the way until the end of week 1 because that's when we have an 85% chance of setting the high. Anytime in there on week 1. And for reference, the lowest wick to the upside was 2.05. The next lowest was 4.25. Most of these are double digits. Let's take away all the double digits and see what that gives us. An average for the lower ones. 5.77. So let's go see what 5.77% would be. Today is the 1st. Currently, we've only had a move up of 1.56, which would be less than the smallest one we've ever had of 2.05. 2.05 would put you, 2.5 would put you right there at daily naked point of control. That would be about the smallest move we've ever had to the upside. And 5, so your weekly level puts you up there at 6%. That would be a pretty small move, guys. So if we're going to come in about our smallest move ever, tied with our smallest move ever, then we're going to be right here in this first box area. So I'm not so sure I like it so much anymore. Depends on how fast we get there. If we got there today, I don't like it. I like it for that, and then move up there and that. If it takes us a week to get here, then I think this is all we get. Either way, I'm trading this and I'm trading this. But I don't love this area anymore. I do like it for a reaction. I don't love it just solely based upon historical data. And that would be gosh, out of 13, 14 years, that would tie the smallest ever move to the upside that we had. That would tie it. And we've really never, ever, other than the 4.25, we've never even come close to that. So even up here at 7% would be pushing it. Yeah, I don't love it anymore. I don't love it, but it could happen. It could happen. Altcoins. Drop your alts in chat. I'm about to show you something, guys. Drop your alts in chat right now if you want to see them. West Coast says, hey, Jane. Says, hey, Jane. Uh-oh, sorry, Edgy. Jane says, hey, Joe. Uh-oh, she knows who West Coast is. She knows you guys. Okay, so we got some alts pumping. Let's go look at Algorand. We kind of looked at this yesterday, but I'm going to show you guys something. All right, let's look at Algorand on the daily. Getting a little pullback here, but that's not the point. Point is, we've got this big pump going, okay? We actually saw this on Fetch a couple weeks ago. All right, Algo is up in the last 3 days, 41%. It's up 31%, but it was up at one point 41%. Okay? Let's look at Fetch. And then we're going to come back and see what these things have in common. Fetch started a couple weeks ago. We're not going to do that far back. We're just going to go a couple weeks ago. Since a couple weeks ago, it is up 75%, but it was up as much as 93%. Okay? Dumb me. I had this coin. I bought it right here, like $75,000 worth, something like that. Posted in Discord, showed it, and then I sold it like right there. Like an idiot. I bought the bottom. I didn't buy this. I bought it like 1403. Right there. And sold it right there. And then it went right there. That's okay. There'll be other opportunities. There'll be other opportunities. Who saw that coming? Nobody. Zcash. Not quite as impressive, but still doing really well. Just in the last couple days, Zcash is up 24%. I know SEI was moving. SEI is just getting on its horse. Up 18%. So you can see some of these coins are already going. Some of them are just starting to get going. Up 30, 40%, 90% for Fetch. What do they have in common? I'm going to go back to Fetch. We'll start here. I'm going to drop to the 4 hour. All right. I'm sorry. I'm dropping to, let me double check this. I'm dropping to the 6 hour. Sorry. 6 hour time frame, guys. I always have this on my chart. And you guys may or may not notice, but these, I have these on every chart. I keep them on my charts. Look, they're on my Bitcoin chart, the green and white lines. They're on my alts chart. I always have these on there, okay? These are the 5 and 55 EMA, okay? And I don't have them preset to a time frame. They're just on whatever time frame I'm looking at. Now, on occasion, I do the little altcoin hack. I mean, that's not what you're seeing here. All right, Fetch, since getting the 6 hour 5 crossing the 55, right there, moved up 76%. So of the 92%, if you just didn't know how to time this bottom, okay, cool, because you've been headed down, 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 down. Who knew this was the bottom? You didn't know. I don't care who you are. You didn't know. I even bought this and didn't know it was the bottom. Didn't even think it was the bottom. Otherwise, I wouldn't have sold right here, right? So if you just waited for this confirmation right here, yeah, you didn't get 92%, but you got 76. Okay? Let's look at Algorand. Algorand pumped so far 41%. But look, as it's trapped below 5 below 55, look, you just kind of run up to it, down, little move up, down, little move up. When you got the cross, though, what was this, 42%? Since the cross, you could have got 31 of that, 32% of that, okay? Because you didn't know this was the bottom. For all you knew, it was just going to run up a little and down, run up a little and down, run up a little and down. Cross, go. Okay? Let's look at Zcash. Okay? Zcash just now kind of getting the cross. Yes, Monday, yeah, just now getting the cross. Really yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. This was after close, so yesterday. This is yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see how much this runs. The others have had days on the cross. Zcash up 24%, but since the cross, you've gotten 14% of that, okay? 14% of that since the cross. And again, this is just like 24 hours old. I don't know if SEI has even gotten its cross yet. So SEI has not even gotten its cross yet. It's running up to it. I'm not saying it's going to get its cross either. So the confirmation here for all of these, and there's other coins, but I'm not going to go through every coin. There's other coins that have run up like this. The big run up have come with that 6-hour 5 crossover the 55. Also on these, in case you can't figure that out, you got, not at the same time, but shortly thereafter, you got the Alexander the Great buy signal. See, this is where you got the 6-hour cross. This is where you got the buy signal. That gave it to you. If you don't want to think about it, if you don't understand the crosses and the EMA versus SMA, or you don't want to wait on confirmation, you don't know where you stop, none of that. Alexander the Great indicator right here. You could only get this in the Anthony Lee Crypto Discord. It is free, but you have to be a member of the Discord. There's a channel in Discord that gives you this indicator. I built this indicator with very specific parameters. Yes, you can use it on stocks. Yes, you can use it on Bitcoin, but I designed the buy and sell based upon altcoin performance. So it is designed for altcoins. So use it on other things if you want, but it performs best on altcoins. Let's look at Algo. Let me clear some of this up. You're kind of just now getting the buy signal on Algo. Okay, I understand you got 6-hour cross here. Great. That's the trend. This doesn't always work, the 6-hour cross, but it is working right now at our current stage of the cycle very well on lots of alts. So we're just now getting the Alexander signal. Since you've gotten it, you got to move up of 9%, and we'll see. I would expect continuation on this. Something like maybe like the 5 comes up, you come down, meet the 5, then continuation. 5 comes up, meet the 5. Now, when Bitcoin goes to 60K, all of these are going to roll over. So, but I would expect continuation here. Zcash, you're just now getting the Alexander signal. But Fetch, you got it way back here. So Alexander the Great signal, of course. But right now, everything is being front ran. And again, it is not always this way. But right now, everything is being front ran. And I could go show you a dozen more coins. But you can go look them up. You can go to coinmarketcap.com and see the biggest movers of the day or the week. And the ones with the greatest percentage, the ones up, 20, 30, 40%. Go look. And all of them have the 5 over 55 6-hour cross. That doesn't always work. Sometimes you get the cross. You didn't get a cross here, but sometimes you get a cross like this, and it just rolls right back over like this. But right now, this is like the flavor of the month. It is working. So be looking for this. And look, Fetch looks like it was continuation. This is a continuation pattern. Boom, 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 boom. This is continuation right here, guys. Very much cup and handle-ish. Or you could come up and form a head and shoulders. Either way. Either way. If Bitcoin keeps running, this is cup and handle. If Bitcoin tops and heads to 60K, then this is going to be a head and shoulders. Probably going to be a head and shoulders. Because we expect to move down on Bitcoin. Anyway. Just wanted to throw that little tip at you guys who are looking to spot trade some alts. But again, be very, very, very careful. Although this has been working out for coins like Algo, Fetch, and others, when Bitcoin starts that move down to 60K, crossover or not, you're headed down. Okay? So if you're trading alts, whether you're trading alts spot or leverage, you always have to watch Bitcoin. Okay? Because Bitcoin leads the way 360 days out of the year. You may have a few days here or there where altcoins kind of do their own thing, but those are few and far between. So no matter what signal you get on alts, you have to keep your other eye on Bitcoin. And y'all know that. All right, anybody have any questions, any alts, anything you want to look at? I know we looked at several of your alts yesterday. But if you have them, we'll look at them now. Let's go try that out. Going to coin market cap. Look at it. Algorand tops the list for 7-day percentage gain at 19, almost 20%. Let's go look at Chili's. Chili's going to move up. Look at this, guys. Same thing. Same thing I just told you. Same thing. Random coin. I've never even looked at this coin. It's up 30%. Since you got the 5 over 55 6-hour cross, you got 23 of that 30%. But it doesn't always work. Look right here. Right here. Got the cross right there, and you actually, you moved up less than 1% and then down. Doesn't always work. But I'm telling you right now, at this current point in the cycle, this is working for all coins. All coins that I've looked at anyway. So sometimes signals like that work, sometimes they don't. But when you see them start to work kind of across the board, then pay attention to them and take advantage of them while you can. So the key would be you could get on something like this, go to the 7-day, see the 7-day here, and look at coins that are kind of pumping, okay? You don't want an algo, you've already missed that. You don't want a Chili's, you've missed that. Go find something on here that maybe is pumping but hasn't quite got that cross. Let's look at Tron. We look at Tron sometimes. Well, that's really not a big move up. That's actually not a good move up at all. Let's look at, I don't even know what these are. Aster. Let's go look at Aster. I don't even know what Aster is. All right, here you go. Here's a good one. Okay, Aster's gotten a little move. It's getting a little move. Aster's moved up. Well, it's only about 4%, but you're currently getting, not quite, haven't quite gotten it, but you're currently trying to get this cross. Haven't gotten it yet. It's close. So if you get this close in 36 minutes and you get a cross, this might be one of those that's fixing a rip. We should come back and check on this one in a day. Let's come back and check on this tomorrow. We're going to come back and check on that one tomorrow. If we get that cross. I don't know anything about this coin. There's not a lot of volatility in this coin, though, so I wouldn't expect a massive move here. You know what? This is a bad example. This coin's only a couple months old. Like a 20% pump will put it at all-time highs. This is a bad example. I didn't realize this coin was new. You get the point, guys. You get the point. Well, let's just see. For last time you got it, you got a 13% pump. So that would be a big pump for this coin, 13%. So not the best example, but you get the idea. You get the idea. I wish WorldCoin would get the cross, but it's nowhere even close. Last time WorldCoin got the cross, 9% pump. All right, guys. No questions. Y'all know what we're looking for on Bitcoin. Let's see what it's doing. Moving down. Moving down. We had this trade, guys. I took this short on copy, but I closed it. See if we get the move back up into that daily naked 702. That is what I'm looking for. I have alerts set all around it. I'll also look for a reaction here at Golden Pocket, but I don't think it holds. Quick sweep of the Asia high, maybe pull back, and then up into here. So something like that, guys. That's what I'm looking for. I'm ready for it. I also got alerts set at Asia low just in case, but I don't want to swoop that because then we would change market structure. So, and we already have locally, this could just be a retrace down. We already have, this could just be a retrace down before you change a larger time frame market structure. But you can see you've already set your lower lows, and now actually you kind of flip back bullish here, so you could just pull back and then come into this. We'll take a look. I got alerts set. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. I will see you guys next time.